Hey everyone, welcome in. My name's Jennifer and this is Forever Alchemy Tarot. Today we're going to be looking at what the love energies are coming toward the collective. If you're new here, welcome in. If you're returning, so happy to see you again. Like I said, my name's Jennifer. I'm a sun in Cancer, moon in Aries, rising is Virgo. Okay, so we're looking at love for the collective. Get my bearings here. All right, so happy to see you. Let's see what's coming through. We're just going to pull a couple of cards from this lovely deck. Stalking their socials. It's not me, it's trauma. Oof. Okay, so we have stalking their socials, watching, lurking, secretly obsessing. It's not me, it's trauma, triggering, projection, and inner wounds. I'm going to make sure that you guys can see a lot of these. I'll be holding them up to the camera as well. Left on red, ignored message seen, no response. So a lot of anxiety for someone here. Can't move on, stuck in a loop, missing them, and no closure. So I'm actually going to push these over to the side. Okay, so immediately I'm getting an energy here of someone who is, it feels as though collective, you've put your foot down, or you're attempting to. It feels like boundaries have probably been crossed, but you're not having any more. Your person is stuck. They can't seem to move forward. Maybe you didn't give them closure, or maybe you feel like you haven't received closure. It's coming through for the collective phase. This deck is really big, but I like to use it. I just don't have the biggest hands. What's coming through for the collective in love, please? What's coming through for the collective in love, please? Please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. It helps my channel to grow. I would like to be able to do these readings every day for you. So we have the Star, healing, Ace of Wands, new beginnings, and the World. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So it looks like for you, collective, there's hope for the future. It looks like you just need to take steps, 1, 2, 3. So you have the Ace of Wands here. That's the first step. The Star and the World being here, it looks like for some of you, you may be doing something online. A lot of people are moving in that direction now, becoming influencers, working online, working from home, that kind of thing. I think I'm going to. For a lot of you, with the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands, it looks like we're really trying to make something happen. We're in the beginning stages. Again, the Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles tells me you're really focused on your finances. You may be dealing with someone who doesn't feel like they're in your, they're out of your league. Okay, because you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, they're showing up as the Page of Pentacles. For your person, there could be some pride involved here where they're really holding back. So yeah, they feel like they're being ignored by you. They're being put to the side while you focus on your finances and that kind of thing. Uh, but also, I feel as though their pride may be getting in the way. We have block and bless, boundaries, no contact, and closure. So in the beginning of the reading, we had can't move on, stuck in a loop, missing them, and no closure. And remember, I said for some of you, you may be feeling like you didn't get closure or they didn't get closure in this, or quite possibly you're getting to the point where you're like, silence is the closure. It says block and bless. She looks like she's trying to, gain her sense of peace again. We also have love bombing, intense start, sudden withdrawal, and confusion. Yeah, so I think that's how this started for some of you. And come to find out, like I said, your person, the love bombing was probably because they knew early on that they weren't at your level, at your caliber. You deserve better. Self-worth, realization, and empowerment. Yeah, so you're really moving in a new direction. And I think, that's interesting. This card is upside down. It does say broken trust, lies, cheating, and promises shattered. And it's upside down. So your person may try to come through with this love bombing and be like, I'm over it. I'm past those things. But at the bottom of the deck, it says cycle repeat. Same drama, different day, stuck in a loop. We had another card that said stuck in a loop. Stuck in a loop is the can't move on. So this has happened repeatedly for you with this person. And I think you're just at your wit's end. So what can the collective expect moving in this new direction? For a lot of you, this is a new direction you're moving in. It's not like you don't love this person. It's just that you're starting to go inward. You're starting to take all of the energy that you put into that person and direct it toward yourself. So what can the collective be made aware of moving forward? We have the Six of Wands. So we had the Six of Wands earlier. This is being seen as victorious is basically what this card means. Let me show you. These are really cool cards. He's playing a very animated organ. He's very focused on the organ. Some things may be unseen. It looks like there's someone hiding behind the organ here. So we have to be careful of false starts again. We've got a person coming through and it's going to be a false start again. That's what I'm hearing. We also have the Knight of Wands. Yeah. So I don't like to focus on this card as being a player. What I do feel for this energy is non-commitment. So they come in and they promise you the moon and the stars, and then for some reason they retract. They pull back. And I believe it's because you are the Queen of Wands. And they just, they're so enamored with you. There's a lot of passionate sexual energy between the two of you, but quite possibly that's as far as it goes. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. Interesting, in this deck, she's pregnant. And she's naked. I have to be careful of these cards because we can't be showing naked on the screen. So she is starting something new. There's clarity involved here. Also, the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, and that is new beginnings. That's also fated, destiny. So stay on track. What does this person overall want from the collective? What is this person expecting? What do they want from the collective? New moon in Capricorn. I think that they want to show you that they want to step up and lead. Capricorn energy here, like I said. But I believe this is you. I think you're stepping up. I think that you're going to be leading. And quite honestly, I think that overall we're starting to see as a collective that we need to release things from our lives, from our energy that is no longer serving us. At the bottom of the deck, we have first quarter moon in Gemini. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, and this says, speak your world into being. So definitely manifesting going on here. I want to know, give me some more information on the collective's person. So we have the Emperor showing up, the Two of Cups. They really want you to see them as the High Priestess. I'm backing up. They really want you to see them as the Emperor. That's Aries energy. So we have the Emperor, the Two of Cups, the High Priestess, King of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. They really want you to see them as the one. They see you as their love. They see you as mystical and psychic. They see you as intuitive, at the least. They know that you are looking for commitment with the King of Pentacles, but they are indecisive. They aren't ready for this full commitment, and you are just looking for peace. The Two of Swords is peace here. And I did pull a card out a little while ago. This girly right here. I can pull it out. Come on, girl. So you may be having a difficult time gaining peace or finding peace. For some of you, this is about learning that you matter. This is about learning that you deserve whatever it is you desire. And that if this person isn't capable of stepping up to this level at this time, you are releasing it and them. You are releasing this energy, this stagnancy. There's that Wheel of Fortune again. So definitely destiny is calling. I think that for some of you, you may be stuck in the loop of, he or she is my soulmate, or we're destined to be together. Look, there's a lot of information out there in the world right now that's really pushing people to find your soulmate and find your twin flame and really anchor that in. And it's a lot of false narrative going on. Like, use discernment, use your intuition. And who's to say that soulmates or twin flames are supposed to stay around long term? A soulmate coming through, a twin flame coming through, soul tribe folks coming through, they're all for your betterment. They're all to lift you up, to sometimes tear you down, so that the lifting up can begin. Yeah. So what's the energy of the collective? What is your energy, collective? What is your energy? Blanche, she who brings light. Give me another one, please, for the collective. What is the collective energy? Aren't these cards pretty? That's the back. And this is Isra, or Isra. She who dreams. Very Piscean. So for some of you, you could be a Pisces. Blanche reminds me of Libra energy. And at the bottom, we have primavera, she who begins. So yeah, a lot of new beginnings. A lot of you are beginning something new. And does this mean that things need to end? Fortunately and unfortunately, yes. With every ending, a new beginning is occurring simultaneously. When we release people and energies that are no longer serving us, we find that through closing certain doors, other doors open, just like this. This is how the universe works. Once you decide that you are no longer going to put up with lower level energies or the bare minimum or less than what you deserve and desire, once you decide you're going to release these things, your vibration starts to raise, and the universe acknowledges that with opportunity and opening doors for greater and better things to come. How can we move forward here? All right. How's your person feeling in the moment? How's your person feeling? Your person would really like to build and create a foundation, a family, and a sense of security. What's holding them back? What's holding them back from doing so? What's holding them back from doing so? The cards are being very resistant, by the way. So resistance and stress, turbulence, tension, and arguments. What are the arguments about? What is the tension and turbulence and arguments about? Awareness, importance, value, and depth. So your person may lack awareness. I believe that this is something that you value. It's something that is important to you. Depth is important. So there, for some of you, it may be that this person lacks depth. And at the bottom, it says return, second chance, opportunity, and making amends. Again, they are really focused on getting you back or getting back into your energy at the minimum, knowing that they still have you. But are they willing to step up? Are they willing to step up? Let's see. I'm going to use the fairy deck. Are they willing to step up? Ooh. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the retriever. And the retriever needs to find their voice. They have a hard time speaking their feelings. They feel as though others aren't going to hear them. We also have the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. I see this as very similar to the lovers. So your person definitely sees you as the one. They're doing a lot of praying. This is a card that's in this deck that I get to choose what goes on this card. And I chose one of my spirit guides, which is a white dragon, and she is the lunar death and rebirth dragon. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio for some of you. And then the fairy godmother is showing here. So your person is definitely seeing you as just really great, and they don't want to let you go. But still nothing about stepping up. Still nothing about stepping up. Is this person willing to step up for the collective? Is this person willing to step up for the collective? The Four of Pentacles. It feels like they are not sure if they have what you're looking for. They don't know if they have much to offer you. At this time, they are holding on for dear life. We have the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck and the Devil. Eek. So for a lot of you, your person is struggling with their own self-worth. They could have, some addictions going on, codependency, some toxic behaviors. I think they're aware of it. There's a money issue going on. So maybe for some of you, your person doesn't make as much money as you. So there's that pride that I was talking about in the beginning of the reading. And the Page of Wands. Yeah, immaturity and not knowing what the right thing is to do with the Justice card. I think I'm going to go back to this deck. What can the collective do to loosen this loop, this stagnancy, this going back and forth? What can the collective be made aware of? We have elusive, dishonesty, deception, and trickery, and peace. So in order for you to gain, so peace has come out 3 times from 3 different decks. This one says balance, harmony, and friendship. I think that's what the universe is really wanting you to focus on at this time, and to stay away from all the energies of dishonesty, deception, and trickery. At the bottom of the deck, perspective. You're better off, happiness, and clear headspace. So I believe that the longer you're away from this person, the more peace you will gain, or you may have already recognized this or are starting to feel it and experience it at this time. I feel like I need to ask, so I have a time deck here, and I feel like I need to ask for you, collective, a time frame that you're going to start feeling like yourself again, or maybe for the first time in a really long time. Oof. We can't do 6 cards. Let's try that again. When can the collective anticipate feeling better, gaining that peace or regaining that peace? Through self-awareness, through love, staying away from dishonesty, deception, and trickery of others. Give me a time frame. I'll pull 3, okay? You can ask questions at this time. Let's see what comes out of this deck if you have a question in regards to time. Interesting. There we go. It's time to take a break. I believe that a lot of you are on a break from this person. Look, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but for a good chunk of you, going back to it is just not going to serve your highest good. It also has the number 50 on it. For some of you, you could be 50. It could be 50 days. In numerology, we would reduce that to a 5, so it could be 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months. It could be 5 days, weeks, or months since you have talked to this person or heard from them or reached out. When can the collective anticipate feeling that peace and that release and stepping back into their highest authentic self? Amazing chemistry, terrible timing. Look, it's the number 5 again. 5 represents change. And the last one, January 15th. So that could be the last time you spoke to your person. Today, I believe, is the 27th or 8th. What's today? Today's the 29th. Holy mackerel. Okay, so yeah, so for some of you, either January 15th is a birthday, or it's the last day that you heard from them. At the bottom of the deck, we have 51. By the end of this week, you will start feeling a little bit better, a little bit more organized with your time. For some of you, I feel like you may have gotten stuck in a little bit of a looping cycle of, sadness, depression maybe, or just lack of motivation. I think I'm going to pull from Ugh, I hate to walk away from the camera, but I need to get a deck. Give me 1 sec. Hang on. I knew I should have brought it over. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 cards from this deck to wrap up the reading. What can the collective be made aware of moving forward? What can the collective be made aware of moving forward? Sorry for those of you that may have headphones in. 1, 2, 1 more, please. Oh, 1, 2 more. Okay. So we have surrender low self-esteem. Like I said, some of you are really moving through some heavy energies, and never fear, okay? There's a lot going on in the universe right now, a lot going on with planets that are giving us a little kick in the pants to get us motivated to move forward. This card says, you deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. Surrender your fear of change. Like I said, we had some 5s come out, and in numerology, 5 represents change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. We also have surrender your ego. We did have pride showing up in the beginning. I really felt like that was your person's energy coming through, but we all have ego. So cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. And at the beginning of this, it says cultivate gratitude. A really good tool to empty out your thoughts before you go to sleep at night is to journal. And to keep that journal next to your bedside. So even in those last few moments when you're trying to fall asleep, if you find that your thoughts are not allowing you to do so, you don't have to exert too much energy. You can just reach over for that journal. And my suggestion to you is to just write out all of the shit. Just get all the words out. It doesn't matter what it looks like on the paper. It doesn't matter if it makes sense to anyone. And leave it there. In 24 hours from the time that you write it, go back and look at it. Oftentimes you'll find that things take care of themselves, or you see a pattern starting to show itself in the way that you think. That can be worked on. At the bare minimum, acknowledge so that you can become aware of some of your own internal egoic patterns that are keeping you from the life that you desire. And finally, we have surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. So, collective, I hope this helped. I'm going to post another reading later on today. My goal is to do 2 a day, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, I love you guys so much. Take care. See you soon.